Hello. Okay. Audio's booming. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get this link sent out real quick. Oh, let me get on over to YouTube on here because my sleeper app likes to not work. So we're going to get this sent on our sleeper. Copy. I run that sleeper league, by the way, guys. Don't ever let anyone. Oh, hey, what's up, Tyler? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, dog? Y'all don't tell Tyrone I said that, bro. Y'all don't tell Tyrone I said that. Let's at everybody. Let's at everybody and get them in here. All right, so we did a video today. Can't forget the intro. What is up, Any Given Monday podcast listeners? We are going to be talking about, I should probably get off that screen, fantasy football. Strictly our dynasty league. We're going to be talking about the NFL draft. We'll go over some UFC 301. Sadly, UFC 301 is dog shit. So that's going to be interesting to talk about. I really don't know what I'm going to talk about in fantasy, but we are ramping up in fantasy right now. So I think it's going to be, I should probably pull my chat up. That'd probably be a good idea. Pull the chat up on my phone. Fantasy is ramping up. So we're really about to dive into that content. We're about to dive into fantasy football content. We did our first fantasy football video today. Go check that out if you haven't yet after the podcast. We're going to look at this trade Tyrone sent me. I should absolutely probably take that, but everything in my body's telling me not to. So maybe later down the line. I think I want to do, so we did a mock draft today, not from our league's perspective. I kind of want to mock it from the league's perspective, though, and see what everybody's going to go. If I hit start draft, wait. This is a mock, right? Like, hold on. This is a mock, right? Okay. I was, it doesn't draft for team needs. I know. I'm going to pause it, and I think I'm going to draft who I think people are going to draft there, if that makes sense. I need to switch some. Is it going to let me switch some settings? Draft settings. We'll do, ours is linear, right? Dynasty, PPR, obviously, all that. We'll set it on an hour. I think this is how I did it, to where it wouldn't draft other people. So we're going to go ahead and start it. Start draft. Okay. Boom. All right. Obviously, me. Pick one of one. Marvin Harrison Jr., right? Now, pick two really has me in an absolute blender. An absolute blender right now. I really don't know who I want to go. Obviously, part of me wants to go Adunze, Malik Neighbors, because the Justin Jefferson comparison, he's still going to get, they're projected to do about the same. Let's be honest, both 1,000 yards, 5-6 touchdowns. We'll see if, I mean, that's a lot of touchdowns for Daniel Jones, so we'll see. Part of me wants to trade back to Fav, but then I think that would be absolutely ridiculous of me because I could just take a trade for Kenneth Walker right now. I don't need to go get Jonathan Brooks. I could trade for Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, but I'm stupid. So I'm going to assume here I'm probably going to cave in and go Malik Neighbors. Maybe I'll throw him off draft day. See, now it's BSing. How do you... Okay. Let's... I kind of want Jaden Daniels. Okay, yeah, we're running this back. Did Did I have it paused when I did it? Can I? Oh, it's really not gonna set player. Okay, okay. I got it. We're good now. We're good. Okay. So team 4, McMillan. He traded back for Brock Bowers. Will it let me look at their teams? It will. Or is this who they draft? No, that's who they drafted. Because McMillan didn't draft Joe Mixon. I wish it would let me look at their teams. Why do I have? Okay, no, this is McMillan's pick, right? Yes, this is McMillan's pick. Okay. Okay, I see what it's doing. Okay. What team is McMillan? 7? Okay. There we go. No. Pull team up on a different tab. Heard. Wow. Couches. It's telling me something. All right, let's look at McMillan's team real quick. Joe Burrow, Kyron Williams, Brees Hall, Justin Jefferson, Drake London, Todd N, Jake Ferguson, Brandon Ayuk, Tony Pollard. He really needs a solid flex, and that's what's. Wait, that's not. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Am I losing my absolute mind? Different league. You're right. Hey, heard that. Hey, shout out Tyrone. Round of applause. All right, McMillan. All right, Brock Purdy. Oh my God, this cannot be his team. Okay, his starters are in his bench. Oh my dear God. Oh my dear God, that scared me. So, who's this Todd in? Yeah, he's going. He's still gonna go Brock Bowers. I mean, he could rock Evan Ingram. I just think Brock Bowers is the pick right there. Do we think? I'm assuming Brock Bowers is probably the move right here, and I think that's kind of what it's been the whole time. I'm gonna leave Roma Dunze right there because I feel like that's who Coy is gonna go. Pick 5. Who's team 5? Smitty. Oh, this one's gonna be interesting. All right. Solid quarterback. He's not going quarterback. Running backs are kind of iffy. Yeah, no. I mean, this team needs a lot of work. A lot of work to be done on this team. Coy has Laporta, but he's looking to trade back. He wants a crazy bag. LOL. Yeah, I think he should just go Odunze. But he could trade back. Who knows? All right. I mean, there's a lot of things that could go down right here. Quarterback, solid position. Locked at quarterback. He could go anything. Locked at quarterback and tight end. So we're really looking at receivers. If Brandon Cooks was starting in my lineup, I don't know what I would do. I really do not know what I would do. I'm Miles Sanders. Dude, when I did my video earlier, I was like, Chuba's the starter in Carolina. Carolina has like 9 running backs, bro. That's not good. That is not good. I really don't know. Maybe does he have a second round pick? Wait. Does Smitty have 2 first round picks? So Smitty has 2 first round picks, right? I'm assuming, I think that's what that means. Smitty has 2 first round picks, but he is pick 5. So, yeah. Yep. Yep. So here, I'm not going to cap. I'm not going to lie. If I was Smitty, I would go Jonathan Brooks. I really, he already has Miles Sanders. So, I mean, Oh, would you go Jonathan Brooks or would you go Trey Benson? I don't know. I would go Jonathan Brooks. I would go Jonathan Brooks. Who's team 6? Team 6 is, oh my god. Who is that? We just don't know who. Team 6 hasn't traded with anybody. You think 108 running back? You could do that. I guess you could do that. I think that would kind of make more sense if Jonathan Brooks goes. So you go, so Smitty could go. What receiver do we think he would go? I like Brian Thomas, honestly. But Lad wouldn't be a bad pick. Oh man. I would she wants best wide receiver, so Worthy or Thomas if he's there. You know she's going Xavier Worthy, bro. It doesn't matter if Brian Thomas is there. But I think if you get into the thick of it, I like Lad more. I mean, Brian Thomas could still be wide receiver one. We'll do Brian Thomas. We'll do Brian Thomas. So she's gonna go Xavier Worthy. We already know that. So Rob, let's go look at Rob's team real quick. I'm assuming it's quarterback. I don't remember who he has. Jordan Love. I guess he could stick with Jordan Love. Hold on. All right. So maybe you rock Jordan Love. You need a running back. Oh God, T. Higgins. No, you're going wide receiver here. Yeah, you're going wide receiver. I get. Yeah, if I'm Rob, I'm probably going wide receiver. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably go if Rob is smart. Probably Lad. Hello. Am I okay? Good. I thought my mic wasn't moving. I was gonna be sick. Yeah, I'd probably go Lad here. Lad McConkey, whatever it is. So team 8, we got Smitty again. So Smitty rolls back around. We already said he needs a running back. This would be best case scenario. Jonathan Brooks falls to him, right? Yeah, I mean, I think that's how that's gonna go, though. I honestly think that's how that's gonna go round 1. I think we're gonna get those receivers off the board. I think Smitty's gonna go Jonathan Brooks. That's gonna kind of throw Tyler off because Tyler thought Jonathan Brooks was gonna fall to 9. But if he's locked in on going running back, do you have hold on. I can't remember if you traded what's his name? Okay. So you traded what's his name from the Rams. So you don't really have to. I mean, you're not going to reach for Blake Corum. We know that. I don't think you're going to go Trey Benson, Tyler. I don't. And you really don't need running backs. I think you go wide receiver. You really, yeah, I would still go wide receiver. Yeah. I mean, your team is disgusting, bro. But you get some nice depth here. Honestly, I don't know. You might do a little trade back. I don't even know if I would. I don't know. You are You just get depth here. I don't even think you need to trade with anyone anymore. I think you just need to get depth. I think here you get. Wait, wait. No, hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where's the team? And still, boom. I already tried trading back. LOL, Manny wasn't interested. You have Trevor Lawrence. I was going to say maybe quarterback, but you have T-Law. But is T-Law going to stay healthy? Are you keeping T-Law? You had a lot. You have, I mean, you have Aaron Rodgers on the bench. You had quarterback problems last year. You got Deontay Johnson in Carolina. You have solid tight end depth. You have solid. You probably go wide receiver here, I'm assuming. I'd probably go like here. This is going to sound ridiculous, but if you could trade back from 12 and get like, you already said Manny wouldn't trade with you. I know. I think you need to try to trade back a little bit though, because I think you go Ricky Parcell or Pearsall, whatever it is. I think he would like this is a guy because you're in a position where you just need a guy you need to sit on until he develops, right? Maybe you take AD Mitchell. Oh, you do have 112. I still think you could trade back into the second round. I think you need a guy like AD Mitchell. AD Mitchell, Jesus. Where is he? The 49ers dude. Ricky Parcell, you probably go 80. It's interesting. You're in a really interesting spot because I would solidify wide receiver. I would probably go AD Mitchell here or Keon Coleman, but you'll probably go AD Mitchell, I'm assuming. We'll say you go AD Mitchell here. Think you go AD Mitchell there. Who's team 10? That's Sarah Beth, right? Or am I tripping? Is this in order? No, it's not. Uh who is team 10? So if you're not big on AD Mitchell, we'll say you'll go. I would say, wait, hold on. Yeah. I would say you're probably going to go. We'll remove that. And we'll say you're going to go Keon Coleman. Rob is 10. Okay. Rob needs. What does Rob need? Did we look at Rob's team already? Am I tripping? Okay. Rob needs a running back, I'm sure. He has like 5 million RB2s. If I was Rob, I would double up on the receivers, but I mean, he's kind of in a decent spot though. We'll say running back for the sake of we know Trey Benson's round one material probably. So we'll probably set him and we know Rob loves hoarding running backs. 11 is Coy, 12 is me. So Coy is right here. What did we have Coy draft last? A wide receiver? Does he double down on the wide? Who has? I need to figure out who has. Where's Coy at? Coy needs a running back just because his running backs are so injury prone. Yeah, he needs a running back bad. Yeah. I mean, this is going to sound crazy. I think he goes running back, bro. I think he pulls Corum early. He needs running back bad, but you're not going running back at 3. You're just not. So saying he doesn't trade, saying he doesn't pull a trade off, which he needs to, he would be really smart to trade out of that 3 and trade back. But I'm going to say Corum. It's a reach. but he needs a running back bad. I know, but Kyron hasn't proven to be healthy. And I can almost guarantee Coy is trading back because that's the smart thing to do. You trade back to like 6 or 7 and you take Jonathan Brooks. But in this situation, you kind of have to go, unless like, he could chance waiting. Where's his next pick? He has to go running back, bro. He has to. He doesn't have another pick for a minute. And then Tyler, you'll probably go. I'm assuming you're gonna double down. You know what? I would assume you would double down. I feel like if Caleb Williams makes it this far, you'll pull him just for the trade value. So we're gonna go Caleb Williams. And this leaves Manny in a pretty solid situation, at least at wide receiver. If I was Manny, I'm taking. I'm take. You got it. I think Manny would probably take best on the board, but I would probably take. I would take Jalen Polk. If I was, I think Manny will probably take best on the board, but in that position, I would probably take Jalen Polk, and I would probably take Ricky Parcell just because you're not going to compete this year. He has good backs. He needs best wide receivers available. Manny or Coy? Coy has no wide receiver depth at all. You're talking Manny has good back? Oh man, okay. Let's go look at Manny's team. Manny. What is Manny's team name? James Cook, Kyron Williams, okay. Solid backs. He does need wide receivers. Godwin's getting old. You got a tight end that which you're probably still going to have to run that maybe. I would probably go back to back wide receiver. Manny will probably take best on the board. If I was him, I would probably take Jalen Polk and Ricky Parcell, but we're going to assume Manny's taking best on board at wide receiver. We're going to go Adonai Mitchell, and Troy Franklin's going to fall, and I have faith that Manny will let him fall too, because I wouldn't take. I really hope Manny would go for one of these two instead of one of these two. Roman Wilson could have a good year in Pittsburgh with Russell Wilson. That's just what I'm scared about. I think like good production off rip. He's got good size and everything. I really think we'll meet in the middle and we'll say that he's gonna take Xavier Linguette. If that happens, I'm actually kind of screwed at 2-3 because I was going to take running back depth. And I really just don't like any of these running backs on the board. I'm not taking a Jets running back. I'm not taking a Miami running back. I could potentially take Marshawn Lloyd. He's going to be more of a red zone. Never mind. He's 5'9". I thought he was massive. Am I tripping? I really don't know what I'll do here. Honestly, I would probably take best on the board. I'd probably take Jalen Polk. I feel like that's a good grab right there. Or I could sit on Parcell for a little bit. I'm probably going to take Jalen Polk. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to take Jaden Polk. All right, next we have Manny again. And like I said, I would just keep pulling wide receivers off the board. There's really nothing unless who's Manny's quarterback? Lamar? Does he have a backup? Matthew Stafford. You could, like, for future's sake, pull Jaden Daniels off the board right here. But I think you keep going wide receiver. And if I was Manny, I'd probably go Ricky. Wide receiver. I think that's solid. Team 5. We got McMillan back on the board. What do we go McMillan round 1? McMillan, we got him a tight end. He's probably going to want some of this receiver action. Does he have a... What did we look at McMillan's quarterback situation? Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow. He's solid. He's good. At this point, I'm probably taking Roman off the board. Probably taking Roman Wilson off the board. Then we get back down to Jay Measy. You think? He has Brock Purdy, though. I mean, and Brock Purdy's not going to slow down at all. I do think the better depth position would probably be Jaden Daniels. Then you get Jay Measy taking probably Roman Wilson. You think? I thought Manny had decent quarterback. Oh yeah, Lamar. Who's his backup though? It's like Lamar and Matthew Stafford. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I would pull a quarterback. I just think there are going to be some solid quarterbacks that fall. Like, where's Manny have another pick at? Manny has another pick in round 3. So here's what's about to happen. You ready? I think Manny still goes wide receiver here. Who'd I have him as? Ricky. I think McMillan probably goes Roman Wilson. I think Jordan goes. That kind of sucks for Jordan, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That actually sucks. I think he has really good upside too. See, that's why I had McMillan mocking him, because I think McMillan's smart and he's going to take the best player on the board. And I think that's going to leave Jordan with Roman Wilson. And then I think Wesley's probably going to take a kicker.
What the?
Yeah, I think Wesley's probably going to take a kicker. No, I'm kidding. I can't do Wesley like that, bro. I can't do Wesley like that. They are hell. They are absolute hell for that sound effect, by the way. I need to move my camera down, don't I? We're getting into it. Wesley probably does Wesley have a quarterback? That actually kind of throws a chink in my predictions. Actually, no, I really think this is how this is going to go. I can't cap. I'm not going to lie. I think this is actually absolutely how this goes. Where's Barry McCockner? Baker Mayfield and no other quarterback. No, you're trolling me. Bryce Young? Yeah. Right here, if I'm Wesley, I'm pulling Drake May off the board. You could do Drake May or you could do JJ McCarthy. I'm not going to lie. He has to go wide receiver, you think, bro? I mean, he has... Oh, dude, he's down bad. He is down bad. You think he goes wide receiver right here? How many picks does he have? What's up, baby? I think... Yeah, I will in a minute, baby. I'm thinking, I mean, you think he goes wide receiver, bro? I'm thinking quarterback. He doesn't need to draft any quarterback. He needs to start building his wide receivers. Okay, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, there's really no wide receivers left. I would want to. He's got to take best available, right? I mean, oh my God, this is terrible position to be in with such a bad team. I mean, I'm still not pulling Troy Franklin off the board. One, he has that ACL like debacle. Two, he's in Denver. You would go Troy? Oh my God. Oh man. Would you go Troy or would you go Jalen McMillan? Corley? God, dude. I mean, Troy is in such a bad play. I mean, Denver loves ending injuries to having injuries to wide receivers. I think he'll probably go Troy ultimately, though. He'll probably go Troy. And he'll think he got a steal. So they already got chemistry. Yeah, true. True. Next we got Kelso finally on the board. Who all did the Cowboys draft? Did they draft any wide receivers? No. Let's go see what Kelly needs. This is my son, by the way, guys. If y'all ever pay attention to our league, which we will be posting league content weekly now. H-Town and McMillan are my children. I mean, I dog walk them every year. Oh my God. Yeah, running back. Running back desperately. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really competitive league. He has no running backs, dude. I mean, he has Henry and Pollard, but one, is Pollard gonna produce on the Titans? Two, Henry's in Baltimore. I mean, they're gonna probably use him on some short down. Like they're probably gonna use him in the red zone a lot. I just don't think he's gonna get those touches like he got on the Titans. He's older. I think they're gonna kind of conserve him. I don't think we're gonna see the running back we used to see. I think he's gonna be good in some split back, like in some split backfields. I think he's gonna be using that. I think they're still gonna pound him up the middle for first downs. He's not gonna lose all value, but I think his real value is going to come from the red zone. I think he kind of has to gamble. Does he have a quarterback? Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. He has to go quarterback. I mean, could you imagine Dak Prescott gets hurt and you're rocking with Daniel Jones, Justin Fields, or Sam Howell? I think we're to the point in the draft where you're taking best player off the board. And I'm not liking any of the running back situations. You could go wide receiver, maybe tight end. Who's his tight end? David Njoku. He's got solid tight end. Pause. Yeah. I mean, Drake May. I could offer him a first for Fields or Howe right now, and he'd reject it, which is fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. If he's smart, he'll probably go Drake May here. Drake May or JJ McCarthy. We'll assume Drake May. Team 9, we got Coy back on the board. What did we say Coy needed? We went running back. We went receiver. Back to Coy's team. Back to Coy's team. He has decent quarterbacks. Probably, I mean, just pull the next wide receiver off the board again. Probably just pull the next wide receiver off the board at this point. Which is very odd situation. I would honestly, I think any of the Chargers receivers you get could be massive because you're just gambling who wide receiver one is at that point, you know? Next we have, wait, what did I just do? Coy has back to back. So, I mean, he could really, mm, mm-mm. I could see Coy pulling a quarterback off the board in the second. I could see Coy pulling a quarterback off the board in the second. I could see him pulling JJ McCarthy. Someone's going to sit on Michael Penix too. Coy might be smart and sit on Michael Penix. I think Michael Penix is a good sit. But he might use JJ McCarthy for trade value. Hmm. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm going to do JJ McCarthy here. Jameezy back on the board. Who'd we go for Jameezy? We went Roman Wilson. I think did we look at his quarterbacks? Jameezy. My boy Jordan. Where is Jameezy? Kyler Murray, Jared Goff. I think you got to just keep pulling skill off the board. Oh my God, the running back situation is sickening. At least he has Swift. He has Swift. I think you try to pull. I think you try to pull a running back off the board. Who's this guy? Who's in the best? Yeah, I would say the Packers' new back is probably the best situation. Him or like Bucky Irving. I don't know who that is, but I think this is probably the best running back left on the board. Wide receiver, running back. I think this like the best production year one left on the board. We got H Town finally on the board. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Who all did Houston draft? Did Houston draft a running back? I'm not. I promise I'm not even capping to y'all. This is probably what's about to happen. Like I seem like I'm trolling, but we will literally come back to this. We will come back to that pick once it happens, I promise. Kelly back on the board. Actually, hold on. Let me not completely shit on H-Town. CJ Stroud's quarterback. Yeah, he's going that running back. Absolutely going that running back. Wait, did Houston took a tight end too, didn't they? I don't think he'll look that far down in running backs. I think he's going to go Cade Stover. Like, no bullshit. I think he's going to go Cade Stover right there. I'm like not even trolling. I promise that's something H-Town is going to do. Next, we got Kelly back on the board. Oh, no, we got Smitty back on board. Look, I'm not going to lie. From here, they're going to auto draft. Oh my God, it's going to make me pick. I had the last pick in the draft. It's going to be interesting. Who are we going in the last pick? I got to get a dog, right? Who are you? Oh no, if Luke McCaffrey made it that far, I would have to do it just to do it. I would have to do it just to do it. Hold on, I gotta take a picture. We're gonna take a picture of this and we're gonna talk about it in the Discord later. I think, I'm not gonna lie, pretty solid draft here, right? I think everyone round 1 and 2 kind of got what they needed. What I would change, Tyler probably won't go Bo Nix there, and I would have probably put Bo Nix on Manny. That's kind of what I was working down to. Um, but yeah, I think this is about what it's gonna look like. So that is our presentation of our mock draft for our Dynasty League. We'll do the real one live once we get to it. But yeah, I think that's going to make everyone's team a little bit better. Let's get into this real NFL draft real quick. Talk about some winners and losers. We'll keep that one up. Did I say predictions? Let's get into it. Can we look up NFL draft grades? See what we can pull. Let's find a good one. Mel Kiper's draft grades. We love some Mel Kiper. We do. Is it gonna? Let's see how they set this up. Let's see how they set this article up. Yeah. Is it just the Cowboys? Oh, it's just the Cowboys. That sucks. Can I get like, oh, PFF, I like this. I like this. I would definitely take Knicks, Penix if they're there just to stash them. Michael Gallup, you are a Raider. Did that just happen? Are you serious? Or are you kidding? Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Well, y'all heard it here first. Michael Gallup is a Raider. Round of applause, I guess. Who just messaged in Discord? Okay, cool. Awesome. Arizona Cardinals get a B plus. Is this gonna be like best of? Okay, this is kind of just all over the place, huh? Arizona Cardinals had a solid draft. Marvin Harrison Jr. I think I agree with the B plus. They get Darius Robinson off the edge. Max Melton, cornerback. Trey Benson. I think Trey Benson in the third is massive value. I think they solidified their O line. They went and got some depth for the O line. You got some defensive talent. I think that's really good for them. They're not giving up on Kyler. They're actually stacking and building him around him. Thank God that he's not going to end up in a Justin Field. If he sucks this year, he's going to end up in a Justin Fields situation. But we'll see. I agree with the B plus. The Atlanta Falcons. I don't care how good the bottom half of the draft was. Holy L. Quarterback at 8, give him an F. I don't care. I don't care the situation. You can say, oh, they got depth for Cousins because he's injury prone. If you're worried about Cousins being injury prone, you don't give him $100 million. Holy L. Hold on to that. Yeah, definitely. He won't even. Gallup might not even get PT. Gallup might not even get PT. The Baltimore Ravens, I like what they did. You know, they love defense. They went and solidified that defense, got some depth at corner. They got some linemen. They got whoever Devin Leary out of Kentucky is for a backup quarterback. Round of applause. I'm not gonna lie, the Ravens are really good at grabbing backup quarterbacks. It's something they do really well. Solidified the O line. Got. I mean, in the third round, got a prolific top pass rusher. I mean, you just can't write it better. They need running back depth because they somehow lose 3 running backs a year. So I think that's a good pickup. I like the A grade. I like the A minus grade. I like it. Nate Wiggins at 30 is absolutely a steal. You got the Buffalo Bills. I think the B rating is solid. I mean, you got a wide receiver. Everyone was shitting on them for trading back. I don't think they really wanted Xavier Worthy. I don't think he was really fitting their draft. I don't think he was fitting what they wanted to build. I don't think they wanted a speedy guy like that. I think they kind of want. Before I say this, I wanted to say a big body wide receiver. Okay, 6'4". I think they wanted a big body guy to replace Stephon Diggs, and they went and got that. So I think it was good for them to trade back, get some equity. They got a safety. They filled a lot of holes they have. They got another running back. They got several running backs. They actually signed Frank Gore Jr. Yeah, I think they filled a lot of spaces. Let's just skip around here. I really don't want to go through every team. I just want to talk about notable teams. Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina. What did Carolina do? They went and got a solid wide receiver. They traded up, and I think that was actually a really good move by them, trading up and getting best receiver on the board. They get a running back to help their running back situation. They got a linebacker. They got Jatavian Sanders, who I think is going to be a solid tight end. They got him in round 4, and that was the second best tight end on the board. I think that's going to help them a lot. You got I I don't know who Chow Smith Wade is, but that is one of the coolest names I've ever seen. Cornerback, he'll probably be locked down. We'll see. They're giving him a C. I think I would give him probably a B minus just because the trade up. I think that helped them a lot. They got a lot of rebuilding to do, and they got Jonathan Brooks. Help your running back situation. I mean, they're in a really bad spot, and they're trying to make what they can of it. Cincinnati, they went wide receiver heavy, didn't they? No, they actually didn't. You got a tackle to protect your injury prone quarterback. I like it. D lineman because they went pretty D line and edge heavy because you're probably going to lose your best pass rusher. They went wide receiver. You're probably going to lose T Higgins. D line, tight ends. They've never really had a prolific tight end. I think they're trying to grab something there. We'll see. B plus, I think, is kind of high. I guess they're getting a B plus because they really filled positions they need. It might not be with massive good names, but they filled their needs. So let's see what the Callus Cowboys. Geez, what the Houston Texans get? All right, it's not going to take me there. Cool. The Dallas Cowboys a B minus. I mean, they solidified their O line. They got a pass rusher. They got linebackers, cornerback. They pulled a wide receiver in 7. Got a tackle in 7. B minus. I like it. I'd probably do a C just because I'm a hater. So, who do we think had the best draft? You ready for me to blow the league up? Chill. Oh dear God. Yeah, I think the draft was solid. I mean, the loser, I think the Falcons. The winner, the Eagles had a great draft. The Eagles had an amazing draft. I mean, you get 2 of the top cornerbacks. You get Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. He's going to be a safety. It's in his DNA. A solid edge rusher. You get running back depth. You get more wide receiver depth. You fill a linebacker spot because your linebackers are injury prone. Another wide receiver guard, center, filling those linebacker positions, adding some depth to it. I think that's actually really solid plays right there. A plus. I think they absolutely deserve an A plus grade. I think the Eagles probably had the best draft in the league. Ooh. Speaking of best drafts in the league, let's go look at Chicago real quick. Tomorrow we'll probably do a draft tier list, so I'm not going to harp on the draft too long. We'll probably do a draft tier list for tomorrow's video. We'll look at 2 more teams. We'll look at Chicago and KC. KC a B+, I like it. Moved up to get their guy, Xavier Worthy. Got a tackle, solidifying that O-line. They got a tight end, get some depth at tight end. I mean, they've always had solid tight ends. Got some more linemen to solidify the line. You hopefully, you know, get some help in the secondary after you trade your best secondary guy. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like they're leaning more towards the offense this Super Bowl run. I like it. I like it. I mean, KC can beat you any way they want. Can we get predictions real quick? Boston at Miami, OKC at NOLA, and LA at Denver. We're going Boston, we're going OKC, and we're going Lakers, baby. Lake show. What's up, baby? I'm done with this, yeah. Next, we have, what was the last one we were going to do? Chicago, right? Where is Chicago? Am I losing my absolute mind? Chicago, boom. And I like it. They get their franchise quarterback. They get a solid wide receiver piece. They get an O tackle. Your O line has been horrendous. You get an O tackle to help solidify that. You get a punter who got a text the day he got drafted and said, "Don't worry, you're not going to have to punt a lot." And you get an edge. I like it. I think it's a solid draft. I think the A is like a solid grade for them. We'll do one more. We'll do Denver. We'll do Denver. Where are you? Denver. A-, I like it. Bo Nix, you get your potential franchise quarterback. You get a really good edge rusher. You get Troy Franklin in the 4th. A first round projected wide receiver who fell that far. I think that's going to be a solid pick for them. You solidify the cornerback position. You get some linebackers. You get some more wide receivers. Oh, God, there's a trade pending in my league, and Tyler just said, "Are you ready to see the league blow up?" So we're going to switch over to that real quick. But I think Denver gets a good grade for that. I think they had a really solid draft. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to experience this with me? Tyler, be ready to screen record this and send it to me. All right? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get the screen record going. And here's the intro to the video. Are y'all ready to see what Tyler just did? He said he is going to blow up the league with a trade. And this is what just happened. This is my first time seeing it. We were in the middle of talking about the draft. Let's get on over to the league. All right, great. You got a 2024 first, a 2024 third. Okay, so wait, hold on. Who's getting this? All right, Coy's roster. Okay, so Tyler is getting a 2024 first. So I'm assuming pick 9, a 2024 third. He's losing Deontay Johnson. He's losing a first. He's losing 2 first. He moved up to the 3rd pick. He lost 9. He lost 12. And he lost Deontay Johnson. I think that's solid for what Tyler needs. And I think that, you know what, this is... We actually quite literally in our first segment talked about that's something that needs to happen. And there it is. I like it. I like it. Tyler's going to move up. He's going to get a wide receiver he needs. Coy's going to move back. He's going to get his running back. He's going to get a wide receiver. He already got Deontay Johnson, so he could potentially also get a running back. I think that's a solid trade. Boom. We pounded the gavel. That is any given Monday trade approved. I like it. Let's talk about some UFC 301 real quick. I'm not going to talk about this long because this card is absolutely horrendous. Let's be real. He wanted to move back. I got plenty of depth, so Adunze can be my wife. I think it's an amazing trade. I really do. I think we just talked about that. We said that's what y'all both need to do. And I think that's a really good trade. Now let's look at UFC 301. We have Alexander Pantoja taking on Steve Airkeg. This is this weekend, by the way. This should absolutely be a free card, but let's get into it. I work at Buffalo Wild Wings, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. This is going to be an interesting fight. I think I would be lying to y'all. I'm going to have to go and watch some Steve film. What's he good at? Good takedown defense, not really a submission guy. Are they going to stand there and they're going to box? It looks like they're going to stand there and they're going to box. Awesome. Pantoja's really performing at a different level right now, so I'm assuming Pantoja's going to win this. On to the real fight we're all ready to watch for this card. The return of Jose Aldo, a Hall of Famer. That's going to be crazy. They need to announce him, the Hall of Famer Jose Aldo, against Jonathan Martinez. Jonathan Martinez, a solid up-and-comer. Fights with Chris Gutierrez, as y'all know. Hometown hero. Low-key, high-key. Also fought another teammate on here, Anthony Lionheart Smith. We'll get into that. What is he, like 40 and 40? Well, I'm trolling. We'll get into that. Really good fighter. Really interesting fights when he fights. I'm hoping Jose Aldo comes out here and wins. Y'all know I hate taking fighters on, what's it called? When they're away from the game for a while. I don't like taking them on long layoffs. When's the last time he fought? 2022? Yep, August 2022. I do not like that, and it's about to be, 2 years. So I'm sure he's still in tremendous shape. I'm probably still, God, it hurts me to not rock Aldo. I'm going to rock Jonathan Martinez. We got Anthony Lionheart Smith taking on Vitor Petrino. I like Lionheart. I think he's an absolute dog, 37 and 19, but still bangs with the best of them. It's hard to put Lionheart away, right? Hard to put him away. Solid fighter. I would love to see him come out here and win this one. I'm going to have to watch some Vitor film before I put a name on that. So from my hopes, we're going to rock Anthony Smith, but we'll do our official predictions Thursday. Michael Pereira and whoever this dude is. 20 and 5. Okay, we'll have to watch some film on him. Some of y'all are haters and are like, how do y'all not know who this guy is? Brother, I can't remember every fighter fighting on the roster. I watch every fight every weekend, and y'all want me to remember every one of these guys? It's not possible. It is not possible. We'll go Michael Prey just because he had a cool dance routine last time. Paul Craig and Chow Brawlo. Oh, this is that dude we're going because he looks like he's murdered someone. We're gonna keep with that. Yeah, long story short, we're not gonna harp on this card long. I'm not gonna go through all these fights right now. We'll do a video on Thursday. UFC 301 is actually terrible. That should be a free card. I'm gonna show y'all something that makes that even more sickening. Are you ready? Not that. Not that. Not that. Where is it? This is a free fight night card. And when I tell you, I would pay $80 for this instead of paying $80 for UFC 301. And it's not because the flyweight division sucks. And honestly, the reason 301 sucks, we knew we were going to have a terrible card. It's because 300 was so absolute. What was it? 298, 299, and 300 were so abysmally stacked. There's just no one left to fight. So, this card is going to be awesome. We got Sergey coming back. We got Robert Whitaker taking on Hamzat, which is going to be a really interesting card. Johnny Walker back. Kevin Gastelum back. We got is this dude signed on for 2 fights? Am I tripping? We got Ihor. I swear on my life, this dude is fighting at 301. I hope this still happens because I want to see the Russian against the Ukraine guy. I think that's an insane storyline. But yeah, I'm almost positive. Hold on, y'all ready? The UFC is cooking with this one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. I hope he doesn't get too hurt because he fights next month too. But that is going to wrap up our Any Given Monday podcast. I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate you, Tyler, being in here and talking the whole time. I hope y'all enjoyed the fantasy content. We're going to have fantasy content every week. We'll probably have fantasy content on Mondays, NFL videos on Tuesdays, UFC videos on Thursdays. We're live every Monday night around 5 or 6. I mean, we do shorts every day. We are going to have an amazing 2024. We are grinding heavy. I appreciate all of y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's Monday and a great rest of y'all's week. Check out our dynasty video and check out 1QB, by the way, and check out our videos tomorrow and our videos Thursday. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's week.